Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's lecture, we are going to solve some previous year IMAT question together. And if you are serious about cracking IMAT, please make sure you watch the session till end and please subscribe to the channel. So let's jump to the very first problem, and the problem says we have like the function is defined for x greater than 1. So the function is defined for x greater than 1 and the function is fx is equals to 2 ln x. One second guys. 2 ln x minus 2 ln x minus 1, right? And you need to find the inverse of the function. You need to find the inverse of the function, inverse of the fx, right? So to find the inverse of a function, like there are certain steps that we need to follow. First, let us see like what are the concepts that we are applying here. So the very first concept come from the chapter of logarithm. You need to know about logarithm, then about how to find the inverse of a function, plus like how what is a range and domain of a function, range and domain of a function. So these are the three concepts that we are going to use here, and I don't worry if you don't know the concept, you will get to know about in this particular video. Don't worry about it. So let's first simplify this term. Fx is your 2 ln x minus 2 ln x minus 1. So so let's first took this 2 as common, so it can be written as 2 ln x minus ln x minus 1, right? So there is a property of log which says कि if two log terms are subtracting, that is your log a minus log b, so you can simply write it down as log of a by b. That means your first term, the positive term, will be your numerator, and the second term, the negative term, will be your denominator. Similarly, we can write this fx as 2 ln x upon x minus 1, right? Very good. So the next step is to find the inverse of the function. This is the like most simplified form that we can achieve. The next step is to find the inverse of the function. So to finding the inverse, you need to find the like if your function, like if your fx is like if your function is given as y is equal to as a function of x, so you need to find this value of x. What I'm saying is you have like this fx is equals to uh 2 ln x upon x minus 1. So you need to find the value of this x, and how will you find? Look, this fx is nothing but y is equals to 2 ln x upon x minus 1, right? So we can simplify it as e to the power y, so not y, not y. Wait a minute. So this can be written as y by 2 is equals to ln x upon x minus 1, right? So now this can be simplified as x upon x minus 1 is equals to e to the power y by 2, right? Now we can just cross multiply this term, right? So your x upon x minus 1 is equals to x upon x minus 1 is equals to not x upon x minus 1, your x is equals to x minus 1 into e to the power y by 2, which can be written as x e to the power y by 2 minus e to the power y by 2, right? So for the very next step, what we will do, we can like this is nothing but x is equals to x e to the power y by 2 minus e to the power y by 2. So we can like shift this e to the power y by 2 on the left hand side and this x on the right hand side, right? So the equation will be e to the power y by 2 is equals to x e to the power y by 2 minus x. So we can take this x as common, and it can be written as e to the power y by 2 minus 1, and this is e to the power y by 2, right? So this x is nothing but e to the power y by 2 upon e to the power y by 2 minus 1. So this is the inverse of a function, right? So if we come back to the question and see, so there are two options, the option a and option b. Both of the options are exactly same, right? That is your e to the power y by 2 upon e to the power y by 2 minus 1. So the difference is in the value of range. The first one says that the range will be greater than 0, and the second one says that the range will be greater than 1. So which one will be a correct option? So let's find this, right? So let's first come back to the function. So the function is nothing but 2 ln x upon x minus 1, right? So what like we like the question says the x is greater than 1, that means the domain is greater than 1, right? So if the domain is greater than 1, so like how is this function changing? Like what is the range of this function? This can be written as x minus 1 plus 1. One second guys, I need more space to solve it, right? So this is written as, first I am concentrating on this part only, right? The x upon x minus 1. So this is nothing but x minus 1 plus 1 upon x minus 1, right? So when I divide it, so this is x minus 1 upon x minus 1 plus 1 upon x minus 1. So this is nothing but 1, right? So 1 upon 1 plus x minus 1, right? So if this can be written as, if you shift this minus 1 on this side, so this x minus 1 will be positive, right? So when you divide 1 by a positive number, so it will always be positive, right now, right? So this term will be positive, right? So we will say that 1 upon x minus 1 will be positive, and when you add on this, when you add 1 plus on this, so you can say that this x upon x minus 1 will always be greater than 1, because this term will always be greater than 0. So if you add 1 on it, so it will be always be greater than 1. So we can say that this x upon x minus 1 will be greater than 1. Fine. And and log value, and this log for values x, for values greater than 1, will produce a value y greater than 0. Look, if you have any, if you don't know about these kind of concepts, just let me know in the comment section. I will make a separate video on the logarithm, in which you will get to know about what is the range, what is the domain of the function, and how we can deal in such kind of things, right? So for this particular problem, let's come back to the original problem, where the problem says, this is the inverse of the function, right? uh Inverse is e to the power y by 2 upon e to the power y by 2 minus 1, right? And your domain is nothing but y greater than 0. Fine. So your correct option will be A option. Fine. So let's come back to the second problem, and the problem says कि we need to find the value of x for which this 2x square minus 6x plus 5 term will be positive. So we need to find this value of x. So you need to have a very bit understanding of the graph, because this 2x square minus 6x plus 5, this term, your A is positive, right? So this means it is a upward parabola, right? So the second thing that we need to know is to find the discriminant. So if we find the discriminant, D is your B square minus 4AC, that is your 6 square minus 4 into 2 into 5, that is 36 minus 40, that is minus 4. So your D is negative, right? So what is the meaning of D negative? D negative means there is no root and the parabola will never intersect with the x-axis, right? So what it means, we from the equation of the parabola or the quadratic equation, we draw two conclusions. If A is positive, that means an upward parabola. If D is negative, that means it will never intersect with the x-axis, right? So if I draw this coordinate axis, this is my y-axis and this is my x-axis, and I'm saying this, this parabola is facing upward and it will never intersect with the x-axis. So that simply means that for all the value of x, one second guys. So that means for all the values of x, you can see this, for all the values of x, even if the x is negative or the value of x is positive, we can simply say that the value that it is producing is positive. Why? Because as you can see, this is suppose this is minus 5, so for this negative value also it is producing a positive result. Same goes for this positive value of x. Suppose this is plus 2, still for the positive value of x it is producing a positive value of y, right? So we can come to the question and simply click on this option. C option is a correct option. Why so? One second, I use the wrong color, which actually it is my solution, but C is a correct option, right? So C option, that x belongs to all real number, that x can be both positive and negative. For all the value of x, it is positive, right? That's it. So let's come to the third problem, and this problem is from the chapter of ratio and proportion, and this is a very elementary problem, right? Very class 7 8 level question. Fine. So let's first read the question. Then the question says, you have two things, a solution of two things, that is a sugar and flour. There is a mixture containing sugar and flour, and the ratio of sugar to flour is 1 by 5. That means the ratio of sugar by flour is 1 by 5, right? And if you add 1 kg, and after you are adding 1 kilo of sugar and 2 kg to the flour, the new ratio is 2 by 5. Fine. So let me first clean it. Yeah. So if you add 1 to the sugar and if you add 2 to the flour, then your new ratio will be 2 by 5. So if you simplify it, this is nothing but f is equals to 5 times s, right? If you simplify this, you will get 5s. You can get, let me change the color of my pen. You will get 5s plus 5 is equals to 2f plus 4. You will get 2f plus 4, and you can simply use this value of f, like this is the first equation. You can simply put the value of f here. So for the next step, you can write it as 5s plus 5 is equals to 2 into the value of f, that is 5s plus how much it is? It is 4 plus 4. So this 5s plus 5 is equals to 10s plus 4. So from this equation you can find that your s is 1 by 5. Fine. And your s, like, if you will solve this equation, you will get s is equals to 1 by 5, and your f is nothing but 5 times s from the equation number 1. So your f will be equal to 1. So now the question is saying is ki further he is adding 1 kg to the sugar and 2 kg to the flour. So what is the new ratio of sugar to flour? Fine. So old ratio, my old ratio is s of s by f is like my s is 1 by 5, right? And my f is equals to 1. So if this is my old ratio, right? So first time I added 1 kg, then again I added 1 kg. Same goes with the flour. First time I added 2 kg, then I'm again adding 2 kg. As you can read, like first he's adding 1 kg, then again he's adding 1 kg. Similarly, first he added 2 kg, then again he's adding 2 kg, right? So you can write s 1 plus 1, f 2 plus 2. So your s is 1 by 5 plus 2, and this f is 1 plus 4. So this can be simplified as like 11 by 5, 11 by 5 into 5, that is 11 by 25. So let's come back to the problem. So your correct option is option number D. D option is the correct option. Correct option is D. So let's come back to the problem. And the problem says ki if two standard six-sided dices numbered from 1 to 6 are rolled, so what is the probability that the product of the two number obtained is a square of a prime number, right? So like two dices, so there are two different dices and they are rolled. So the examiner is asking, so like what is the probability that the number that is obtained from these these two dices, so the product of the product of these two number will be a square of a prime number, right? So like whenever you roll two dices, you will get number ranges from if you get one on both of the dices, like one and one, so you will get one into one as one, right? And if you roll the dice and you will get six on both of the dice, right? So you will get a product as 36. So you will get whatever will be the outcome, you will get a number between 1 to 36, right? So we just need to find the square of a prime from that are below to 36. So the square of 2 is 4, square of 3 is 9, square of 4 is not a prime number, right? But 5 is a prime number. Square of 5 is 25. 6 is not a prime number. 7 is a prime number, but but the square of 7 is 49. That is above 36. So we need not to check it. So we just need to check these three numbers, that is 4, 9 and 25, because these 2, 3, 5 are the prime numbers, and these are actually the square of it. 4, 9, 25 are the square. So let's come back to this and let us check. So like this 1, 1, 1, like 1 into 1, 1 is not a prime number, right? 1 into 2. So these 36 are the outcome or the all possible outcomes, right? When you throw like two different dices. So this 1 into 2, this is not a outcome. This will be outcome, like 1 into 4, 1 into 4 is 4, that is square of 2, and a 2 is a prime number, right? Apart from this, we are looking for we need 2 into 2, 4. We are looking for 4, 9. 9 is possible? No. So 9 is possible here, right? 4, not 5 is 5 can be an answer. Is there any other? Yeah, 4 is possible. Yeah, so 1 4 will be there, right? 4, 3, 2. I think we have covered all the cases, right? Uh, 3 into 3, 6, 6, 3, 9. Yeah, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the formula of probability is nothing but probability's formula is number of favorable outcome, favorable outcome upon total outcome, upon total outcome. So your total outcome is 36, and favorable outcome is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me check if I'm missing something or not. Like 4, 9, and 25. 25 is only possible here. Apart from this, not possible. So 4 is possible here. Is 9 possible? No, not possible. 9 is possible here. But 4 is not possible. Correct. 4 is possible here. Yeah, we have covered all the cases. Yeah, so that is 5 by 36. That is 5 by 36. The probability is 5 by 36. So let me come back to the options and check is I'm getting somewhere like 5 by 36 or not. Yeah, 5 by 36 na. Yeah, so my correct option should be E option. Like option E is correct, which says my probability is 5 by Yeah, so 36, let's right? See the very last question for today. And the question says you need to simplify the expression. This is a very real question. Suppose this 16x, so this 16x plus 8x. So we can take 8x as common, right? So if 8x is taken out common, so this can be written as 2x plus 1, right? Very simple. Similarly, this 4x plus 2x, this is 4x plus 2x. You can take 2x as common. 2 to the power x is common. That is, then 2 to the power x plus 1 will remain, right? So what you need to do, the next step is just put the value of this 8x 16x plus 8x upon 4x plus 2x. And this whole is coming under a root. So this is nothing but like 8x 2x plus 1 upon 2 to the power x upon 2 to the power x plus 1, right? One second, guys. Yeah, this is under the root, and this term will get cancelled. So if you solve this, this is nothing but 8 by 2 the power x, right? And under root is nothing but power half, right now. So these two term will get multiplied, so you can write it as x to the power x by 2, like 8 by 2 the power x by 2, right? Correct. So like this is nothing but 4 into x by 2, right? So this 4 is nothing but 2 to the power 2, right? So like you can write it as 2 to the power 2 to the power x by 2, right? So these two terms will get multiplied. So this is 2 into x by 2. So this is 2 to the power x, right? So the option, let me check the option. So yeah, so I think this option is correct. A option, which says 2 to the power x, is correct. So that's all from my side, guys, for today. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more such videos. I'm going to make video like for the last 10 years for both physics, chemistry, and mathematics. And to get updated, you need to subscribe to the channel. Please like, share, subscribe. I need your support. I don't need a single penny from your side. Just please, 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 guys, support to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you, guys.